Hey there, let's work on your boxing defensive skills together. I will be throwing punches in front of a camera and you will try to dodge or block them in front of your device. In the round, I'll be giving you tips and instructions what to do and which defensive moves to use. For example, defensive footwork, which includes the step back, the pull back and the side step. Then there are defensive moves from the waist, which include slips, rolls and duck. And in the end, there are defensive actions with your hands: block, shield block, elbow blocks, catch and parry. Also, I'll be giving you instructions when to do just defense and when to do counter punching. So for example, we will start with just slips and then you will add a punch after a slip, or you will add an angle. For example, I throw a jab, you slip, create an angle and throw a punch. So we'll get into that later. So let's begin. Now I'm gonna throw punches from the long range and you're gonna use your defensive footwork to dodge them. So use the step back when you go back with both of your feet, then the pull back when you go back only with your rear foot, and the side step where you go to the side. So let's go. Okay, good job. Now let's practice defensive moves from the waist. Do slips, rolls, duck. Okay, now let's practice defensive moves with your hands. Use blocks, shield block, catch and parry. Okay, now try to counter my punches. Use any defensive move and then hit me after dodging my punch. The first round is over. Good job. Take some rest. This workout is a part of the KO boxing package, which is a 10-week training program that will take you from a complete beginner to an advanced boxer. Check the first link in the description. Okay, in this round we're gonna practice your counter punching. So there are basically two counter punching rhythms that you will use. The first one is simultaneous, when you throw a punch and I throw a punch, so we go head to head. I throw, you move your head out of the attack line and hit me. So focus on moving your head out of the attacking line and stepping in. It will look something like this. And then there is the second rhythm, when I finish my attack and you go right after my punch. For example, I throw a jab, you do a slip, and while my hand going back, you hit me with the cross, or you do a block and hit me with the jab, or you do a roll and hit me with the hook to the body. So there are two rhythms, and we will start with the simultaneous one. So I'm throwing different punches from the long range, and you counter me simultaneously. Use jab to the head, cross, the same punches to the body, also use the overhand and uppercuts. So let's go. When you feel uncomfortable to counter me, just do a defensive move. Okay, let's now practice the second rhythm. I throw a punch and you go right after me. Okay, let's move to the final part and now use any counter-punching rhythm. So you can counter me simultaneously or go right after my punch. Good job, now get some rest. Okay, in this round I'm gonna throw single punches at you and you can dodge them, block them, and you can do a defensive move, then create an angle with the pivot and hit me with a few punches. So focus on doing pivots and creating angles. Now add simultaneous counters to what you're doing. Don't forget to exit after your attacks. Throw a punch and do a defensive move. Notice that I switched my stance. Yeah, that's enough. Good job. In this round we're gonna practice your angle creation. So I will throw punches, you will block or dodge them, and when you see an opportunity you will try to create an angle by doing a pivot or a weight shift. So here is how you pivot. You draw a circle with your rear foot or with your lead foot if you go to this side, and here is the weight shift. Basically the same thing, but you do it faster and you hop when you do the weight shift. So let's begin. Even when I'm staying, you don't have to stay. You move at one spot like I do. So you move your head, move your hands, move your feet. Don't just stay at one spot. Good job. Okay, in this round we're gonna practice your side steps. So it's basically when you take a step to the side, you rotate your hip, your shoulder, and you move your head out of the attack line. And you add a punch and throw a check hook to the lead side and in the same way to the rear side. So I will be throwing punches at you, you block, you dodge them, and when you see an opportunity, when I go for you with a straight punch, you try to incorporate the side step with a check hook. Okay, good job. The workout is over. Get the KO boxing package if you still don't have it.